Hello and welcome back to Frostpunk. In our last episode, we started building more bunkhouses. We upgraded our steelworks to be steam powered. We also researched the coal mines to be steam powered and then forgot to upgrade them. We should probably do that. In tonight after the after the work time ends. We also need to upgrade all of our tents to bunkhouses before the next cold snap comes, because that'll be down to minus 60. Beyond that, we did a couple of extra laws in the purpose tree. One was to add shrines, and the other was to add field kitchens, both of which boost work productivity and heat. The field kitchen boosts heat and all the buildings that are out here as well, that they're nearby as well, I should say. And we actually need to build another field kitchen out here. I want to do some space. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. We'll build that field kitchen. And we built some more storage too, because we've started running up against... we first ran up against not having enough food rations to be able to be stored by the hunters' hangars that come back, and then we ran into raw food, and then we ran into not enough space for food rations. And we also built another cookhouse because we were not able to get through all of our raw food that came in a day. And I'd rather just get it processed and make sure that we can process it for later. We did a lot of scouting in the last episode, and we've pretty much scouted everything that is available to us at this point. Everything out here is done. Everything in this direction is done. What we have left is at least this one here at the supply depot, and there might be one or two more out here, and that might be about it. So now we're kind of focusing on heat and insulation, because we have about 4 days until, or less than 4 days now, until we get to that temperature drop. Let's boost the speed here a little bit and power through the rest of the workday. Actually, let's get to, well, I guess we're not going to. It warms the soul. Sir, people appreciate the field kitchen we built for them. They've sent a delegation to thank you. We've already thanked our brothers in faith who run the kitchen, and we'll keep them in our prayers. In this frozen wasteland, anything that keeps one warm is a lifesaver. I'm glad to hear that, and hope rises again. Alright, so let's push through. Oh, we're going to push through to this point, I guess. The shack is falling apart, but its contents will still have some value. Its contents still have some value to us. A hidden stash. Searching the shack, we found plenty of valuable supplies. And that is the last of the scoutable places, at least for now. So we're going to send Scouts 2 back to the city as well. And when they get back, we'll end up disbanding them, I think, for a little while at least. Generator power upgrade is researched. Okay, I think it's time to do this one. And then infirmaries. Actually, we have burned through all of our food. If we need to have some engineers back, we can probably burn through all of our raw food, that is. We can probably take a few of them. We have 3 days of rations now. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and mark this one for rations as well. And we also probably need one for coal pretty soon. Excuse me, sorry. I'm going to put... I can take some engineers out of here if I need to for something. By the way, these also show us on their screen if I can get to click on it. What our local... This costs 10 food rations to keep this thing operational. Which is, I think, perfectly fine because of the advantages that it gives, such as the boosted productivity and such. And because we have so much food rations now coming in, or raw food coming in and food rations being made. Especially because we have these guys bringing the food back to us. Okay, and it's the end of the day now, work day that is. So let's build those steam coal mines, at least if we can. 1, 2, 3, and we can. The problem is I think that costs us being able to build only one bunkhouse. But I'm not horribly bothered by that, because we still have 3 more days to upgrade all those tents to bunkhouses. What do we have? We do have ceremonial service that we can do, and the nighttime procession that we can do. Excellent. And I'm just going to zip through the nighttime here. I think... Another theft. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 187 food rations from the stockpiles. People are angry that the Londoners are putting their crazy idea before the needs of the city. So, of course, we have the same choices here as the last time in the last episode. But in this time, we're going to continue to ask the Faith Keepers for help and hope that doesn't hit the fan. And they succeeded again. Excellent. Caught red-handed. Our Faith Keepers did well. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put an end to the stealing. They're asking what we should do with the thief. So we can let him go, but the next time he'll have to repent. That means we have to sign the public penance law. We can banish him, which means the person will leave our city forever, or our people will decide his fate. I think we're going to do the public penance law, so we're going to let him go, but the next time he'll have to repent. So as soon as we get this law available in 5 hours, we'll do that. So now our steam coal mines are able to produce 79.2 per hour, which is pretty impressive. And more people have abandoned the Londoners. We're down to 10. We aren't going to need that public penance law, except for that particular issue. We're still doing... No, we aren't. Crud, I forgot about that. We want to do soup. Here comes all the guys back with the foods. And healthcare insulation is researched. We're going to do infirmaries now. We don't have the steel for it, so we're going to wait for a minute. And in the meantime, we'll come here and sign that public penance law that I don't really like, but I definitely don't want the next one. So, the injuries I'm not that happy with, and the discontent rising I'm not that happy with, but we can use it to lower discontent, so... And I'm only going to use this ceremony when I absolutely have to. I think the next one is the one that I don't like. Or is it the one after that? I forgot there was another one after it. Protector of the Truth. Yeah, we're not going to do that. That leads down the road of authoritarianism. And then especially this last one here is, yeah, not good. But also righteous denunciation, I'm not really interested in either. Alright, so we need to have one more steel. So, there it is. And now let's do infirmary. And of course, yes, we're out of steel. We know. Oh, the tendency for the Londoners is down to 3 chevrons now, so that's good. Means they'll be gone in no time. And the wood just filled up because of the scouts returning. Food for the hungry. Sir, our Faith Keepers have found someone's illegal stash of food. It's quite big, so they plan to distribute it amongst the people in need. But perhaps you'd like to be used another way? So, the Faith Keepers want to distribute it to the hungry. Hope will rise and the hungry will be fed. Or we can add it to the stockpile, but hope will fall slightly. Well, we're fine with stockpile-wise, so let's do that instead. Wood is full. So let me add wood here. And some of these ones that are wood we'll actually get rid of. And there's our other scouts back with some more supplies. I want to come back out here one more time to the Frostland and make sure there aren't any other places we can scout. And there are not. So we're going to come here to the beacon now and disband both of those units. I want to just double check quickly that yes, I cannot add another outpost team even with no scout units. which is kind of a bummer, but... Oh, and our storage is full again. What about 20 steel? No, I think I want to not do those. I think we'll just leave it here, and we'll just fill up. We'll just leave the wood full at this point, and it just means these won't be working as regularly. But we'll be spending some more wood pretty soon when we build tonight. We have over 300 steel, so that should give us a good opportunity for house building, or bunkhouse building. I'll go ahead and do the cookhouse insulation too. Then I think the next one... Oh, no, that's... Let's do cookhouse insulation. And we'll do this one, and then we're probably going to unlock difference engine after that. I'm not going to do houses just yet, so... we won't need them at minus 60, I don't think. Oh, this one up to steam level 3. Turn that back down. I forgot when that finishes that it automatically goes up. Which is kind of an annoying thing, but... If you remember, it's not a big deal, but I obviously didn't remember. Okay, temples influence 2 more people to abandon the Londoners. That is good. And now it is free time, so let's build some infirmaries, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I want to spend my money for 5. And let's make sure that that is still the most that I can do. Yeah, we only have 5 vacant beds now. Alright, so if those 5 get done quickly, then we can build some more tonight. And actually, I could be doing these during the day, I suppose. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Bunkhouse. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Actually, we can probably build a few resource depots, too. Another theft. Really? Good lord. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 312 food rations. People are angry. Same thing. We're going to let the Faith Keepers deal with it again. We're about due for the other random outcome of this. This is the 3rd time. Yeah, I figured they would fail. Yep. Faithkeeper murdered. One of our Faithkeepers was beaten to death whilst investigating a theft. We caught one of the thieves, but he's not the murderer. What should we do with him? So we can give him a chance to repent, which will cause the number of Londoners to fall. We can banish him, or we can let him go because he isn't the murderer. I think we're going to give him a chance to repent. And meanwhile, I also want to trigger these 2 events. Yeah, but we're not going to do this. Unless we have to. I almost didn't take that law and just said, oh well, let discontent rise, but yeah, we're down to 3 now. Once we get down to 0, that stuff will quit. Alright, we can build 2 more bunkhouses. Guess I could have waited for a moment till the other ones were done. We can build 3 more bunkhouses. And people abandon the Londoners. We're down to 2 now. Won't be long now. But our hope is almost at 100%, which is pretty insane. We have 30 people not living near a fighting arena. We need to find those 30 people. What we're looking for is a house that's not highlighted, and it's these ones out here. Okay, so let's see. We've got a fighting arena here. So let's put a fighting arena out here. I'm just going to have to go here because we can't go here. It's too far. And I want even spacing for houses here. So yeah, it's going to have to go here. And this one was also out of range of the House of Prayer, so that was the problem. That's why I disabled this one. But I didn't notice that one wasn't in the range of the fighting arena. So that'll control our discontent even more than it is already. A couple more bunkhouses and we're good to go on that front. And then I want to go ahead and build resource depots. Can't build there or there. We'll go here. Be careful of that. Go out to there, and then we'll curve the thing around to there. Because there are some trees here, but they're not being hit by these, which is good. Alright, Cookhouse Insulation has been researched, so cookhouses are now +1 heat level warmer, which means... Nope, never mind. We cannot turn the heaters off. They are just not right. Infirmary mechanization, because we're going to start building some infirmaries. We're going to need them when the cold hits, so I want to get those going. That'll be the thing we build tonight. But you can see the cold's only going to last for 2 days, so that's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to let this relax for a while, but I'm going to go with coal here first, because coal's the thing we need the most. And then wood, and then probably coal again. Infirmary mechanization researched. Double check, but I think... we could do the steam sawmills, but I think I'm going to do the differencing engine first. And then proceed from there. And as they keep eating food, the chefs here and their cooks in the cookhouse will keep processing the raw food, so it's not a big deal. Oh, we already have 4 days worth of rations. That's pretty awesome.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Let's see. I want to build some more of these resource depots, I think, and also those infirmaries that I was nattering about. They are the same size, I think, as an unmodified hunter's hut. I think. Let's see here. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across by 3 deep. And the hunters' hangars are the same, 5 by 3. These are just missized because of the positioning. So these can be replaced with each other, which is kind of nice if that's something that's needed. Also, I think I put this road in the exact right spot. I did. So we're going to build like probably just 2 of these for now. How many engineers do we have? 8. Yeah, we're going to have to, oh, we're down to 1 Londoner. We're going to have to rearrange some workers a little bit, I think, because we're running out of engineers. We'll just assign some workers to those kitchens, the field kitchens, or even to the cookhouses. These only take 5. Yeah, we need a couple more. So let's double check the engineer positioning here. Actually, I think maybe the public house would be the better place. best place, maybe, to swap out. Alright, unpause again. And we probably need heaters on here. Actually, we don't. But I'm not turning them on. That goes in there. We have 3 engineers free. And we're going to need to build some more storage. We have a lot of stuff that we can sign. So I think I'm done. No, House of Healing. We'll do the House of Healing. The House of Healing doesn't require... the faithful working in the House of Healing will not only heal the sick, but also pray for them, giving them hope. It adds a new building, of course. The House of Healing doesn't require engineers, treats the gravely ill, and gives all patients a small hope bonus. We'll have to build it, of course, and it's slower than an infirmary, but it's got some of the same abilities, and it's also ginormous. So I want to build this someplace where I can fit in a 4 space as opposed to a 2 space. Or a 3 space, I mean. Maybe that's a 5. Who built that? Wally did. Yeah, that's in a bad spot now that I know what I know. Can I put a field kitchen over here, and does it affect? No, it doesn't. That's why I put it where I put it. Let's go here. We're not going to have any other workshops, the 3 space workshops here. It might be... No, it's not in range of that. But we may have to put a steam hub out here for it. But that'll be fine. I think this area, I usually end up just filling up with resource depots in the end. Because we're going to have to stockpile a lot of stuff. So actually we could probably start some more building of those. Did I mislay this or something? I might have. Either way, we can start on this end. And we'll just leave that gap, actually. I think it'll be fine. We'll go that way with it. I think I put these in one too far, or further than I normally do. The final Londoner we have to get rid of yet. People abandon the Londoners. The last one is done. We are united. The last of the Londoners have finally seen the folly of their plan. Nobody wants to leave the city anymore. We've won a hard-fought victory over fear and despair. The tragedy of Winterhome crushed our hope, but not our spirit. We now stand united once again, stronger than ever, in the face of an uncertain future. Well done. Alright, so the Londoners are gone. Our hope is at 100%. These temporary modifiers will fall off. Do we have any of these we can do besides the cat of 3 tails there? No. Alright, let's proceed then. Wow, do we burn through all of our steel?
Work time. Get back to work.
Anything else heat or insulation related that I want to do? Probably. Generator efficiency 2 would probably be good. Advanced heaters we may or may not need. We can do it just in case. I never did put that steam hub out here. So we might want that. Oh, I can assign workers to this? No, I think I want to put engineers in here still. Let's take engineers out of here and out of here. We'll put them in here. And now we have satisfied the new law. Our wood supplies are filling up again. And our food supply is full. We'll put another one down. We could switch away from the soup and just do the standard meals now. Because we're doing pretty good on food. I just can't remember how much food I'm going to need before the end of this. But I think it's more than we have right now, and I'm always nervous about that. There's 4 days of coal, that's pretty good. As soon as this cold hits, though, it's not going to be great. Are we going to get to the end of this before the end of the day? No. Alright. Go ahead. Take off. I don't know how it's... Unless they're just talking about just their normal, like, everyday ways, not the... Not the Londoners anymore. I think food is doing okay because we did get down to not having any left. All right, and I just saw our outpost team came and left again. We're gonna need some more coal pretty soon. Storage, I mean. Unexpected guests. Captain, a group of exhausted survivors has reached our city. From their frantic explanations, we know they've come a great distance and that many of them died on the way. The phrase "doom is coming" keeps being repeated, and they say many more refugees are following them. They're begging you to help them, sir. We will help them. We will send out a search parties to bring them to the city, or we'll be cautious and we'll decide what to do with them later. I think we're going to help them. We need to reband another outpost team here, and we'll send them out to meet those refugees. It's going to take them 15 hours to get there. But that's then once we meet them, the time to return will be half, so they'll get here a lot quicker than on their own, basically. And we need to have space for them. Let's build a couple more resource depots. Yeah, that must have been what I did. I must have mispositioned this line. They should be out one more space. I'll have to remember that for the future. Let's see, you take the 3 spaces. Okay, we're good there. Let's go there, there, there. And there with the road. And we can put some more out here, I think, and I'll probably take this road up then at the time. And these guys need some heat. Oopsie. And we're going to have to go up to steam level 3. I think at least. Ooh, it got cold all of a sudden. Probably going to need that heater on. We may need... we're going to need that heater on. We may need this heater on. That heater's going to have to go on. Alright, steam just got to level 3. Is that one going to be... nope, not necessary. That's the public house. It's closed this time of day. And we have an issue here with workers and heat. That looks like it's the only one. Only spot, really. So let's do steam hub. Right in here someplace. I'm gonna go there, I think. And then that'll help with the heat. That area. Ah, the generator efficiency upgrade 2 has been researched. So let's see. We could do advanced heaters. I don't think it's necessary right now because everything's pretty warm. I don't think we need a 3rd scout team, but we could do the faster outpost team. That would give us some more food rations per day, or raw food per day. But we can continue. We can do gathering post insulation 2, which will increase the heat level. We could make all of our coal mines 10% more efficient. We could make our steel works produce 130 steel per day instead of just 70, so that doubles their production speed. That might not be a bad deal, because we're burning through it all as soon as we build something, and a lot of this research requires it too. Sawmill range extension, that actually might be better to do right away, because then I don't have to rebuild so many sawmills. Let's do that one. That takes the range on this sawmill and brings it out 50% further, so it might even pick up the rest of these trees without having to rebuild that, for example. So let's do that. And let's speed up a little bit here. Coal away. Put some food rations away. And that will be done in a moment. Let's check our heat here. And the only other place we might need is out at some of these sawmills. They're very cold. So I guess that's where we could have used the third tier of heater, because I don't necessarily want to build steam hubs out there. So I think we're going to let the people out there get sick if they do. They'll come to the sawmills first. Or the sawmills, yeah. The infirmaries first. Oh, that's where I could have gotten some engineers. We don't need all these medical posts active full-time anymore. So we could pull some engineers out of that. Especially because we have nobody sick right now. And where did I pull them from? These? Yeah, we could put them back in. These instead. And right now we have enough room for 10, 20, 30 patients total, without these two being active. A law. We are done with law signing. I'm sure not going up that way. And I don't really like righteous denunciation either. So let's come back into this side, adaptation. We could do the ceremony of funerals law. I never did do the child shelters law. But let's do ceremony of funerals because it's free. And nobody's died yet, and I'm not going to do triage. But nobody's died yet anyways, so I'm not going to do house of pleasure, not going to do dueling. We'll eventually do child shelters, and then probably the medic apprentices, maybe. But let's do ceremony of funerals, just because it's kind of a free one. It doesn't really matter.
A new law has passed.
And so now we can do a funeral burial if anybody dies. But we may not even have anybody die, which would be, other than the person who got murdered, which is interesting that nobody's here when somebody got murdered. But game logic, I guess. We'll mark those both to go, and that one also to go. Getting pretty full on coal again, but we're up to only 3 days because we cranked up the heat here. Sawmills range extension. I think I'm going to come here and do this one now. I think that's a good idea. And looking on the clock on the wall, I think this is a good place to stop for today. So we've made some good progress. We're storing up a lot of coal and a lot of wood and a lot of food, which is great. They're the most essential things. Wood less so, but clearing the space instead of damaging stuff is better. I think we also, in this episode, finished all of our exploration, but now we're bringing refugees into our city. Just started that, and we're transporting food rations back and forth from the fishing village, which is really nice. But I think that's about it. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.